Let's see how this goes. They are playing, they should be F5? Yep. Are you about to put this on YouTube? Is this what you're about to do, Orb? Or are you just gonna have me roast fucking Lux and put it on YouTube for them to see? Let's see how they do. I have no idea what the ranks and if it's quick play. It's quick play, right? Or is it comp? No, this is comp. Yeah, this is comp. I don't know what rank it is though. How do you roast? So what I'm seeing right now is that Lux should probably be switching to the Echo at this current time. Switch between the two DPS. Don't only have to sit on to the Ashe, especially when she doesn't really have a good angle. So needs to have the point of actually trying to bounce between players. I'm a lot different as a Mercy player because I prefer bouncing between my teammates compared to staying on one person, but I think in that situation maybe Lux should have been jumping to the Echo a little bit more until they were in a better position for Ashe to actually really get the shot off there. So that's my opinion on the first point of what I think they should have done. Right now they should be trying to get to the Echo. Echo is flying above and was in some type of spot, which they are kind of ignoring because Echo is a heavy hitter if they have a Mercy pocket and if it's played correctly. But right now they should really be trying to stay to Echo, which they are not doing at this current time. They're kind of sticking to the Zarya and stuff. Now they're kind of main healing, which is good. But I said bouncing between players and stuff, but they should have went to Echo. Echo is flying around and is your major DPS. Reaper wasn't in range for anything, and I think Ana was there to actually maintain heals onto the tanks. So there was no need, and there was a lot more green beaming going on there. I'm probably being a huge hypocrite compared to my gameplay because I kind of do the same. But Echo would have been a better choice to be attached to at that current time. Right now, jumping between tanks is good. Making sure that they maintain a blue beam steadily while action is going on. They need to pay attention to their surroundings, especially where the rest of their team is, as they are heavily focused onto the tanks at this current time. Echo is flying around, Reaper's kind of sitting there. They need to switch to their DPS. They are kind of locking on to their tanks a little bit, way too hard actually. Right now that's a good because they were inside Flux. Zarya just went down. They need to maintain the blue beam right now. As the fight goes on, they can maybe get the Zarya. If they res Zarya there, they could have res and went up a little bit above the doorway, so Tracer would have had to come outside there, but needs to the blue beaming and actually trying to switch to DPS is a big part, which they need to improve on, as there's too much tank holding the tank's hand a little bit too hard, especially when Echo, or not Echo, but Ana's available at this time. See, like right now this is good. That's a good blue beam right there. Reinhardt charged and had someone pinned. Perfect blue beam. Need to switch to Ana right now. Switch to Echo. We'll start hitting that blue. Reinhardt's back. Need to get back onto that blue beam with the DPS. Positioning is a little bit meh. I would prefer to stay in the air, but also I like to actually super jump a lot, so they need to be a little bit more in places that isn't directly behind the tanks and maybe like above so they can beam down. That was a risky res. That's a res I do. I can't be critical because it is a very risky res, and especially was in the open. But I do the exact same thing, so I'm just a hypocrite if I really complain about that in any type of way, and there was really no reason to complain because we did get the res off, and it was worthwhile as it brought the team back up to 4 numbers. I have no idea how good I am at reviewing or not. I'm doing my best with the input. Give that blue beam. Maintain blue beam on Echo. Go on Echo. Anna needed heals. Good job. Switching to her, but you need to switch that Echo. They can't see Anna right now. What they should have done right there is to super jump up using the Zarya. They could have went up to the Anna's position where the Echo was. What I said, they need to super jump a little bit more, especially in certain situations, as they're maintaining ground level a lot. And mostly using their fly up while they Guardian Angel to their teammates who are farther away. And such. Which isn't really that good. Like, you gotta maintain the super jump a little bit harder. Good Reinhardt res was alright. I don't know where the rest of the team is at this current time. They are resed. Fight is going on. Anna's back to heal them. Let me switch back to Lux. They use Guardian Angel a little bit. I would have ran up somewhat and then used it, but it's still a good Guardian Angel. Gets them back to the fight real quick. The team was able to mop up and actually hold that point right there, so it worked out. It got them back to be able to assist because Guardian Angel is a lot faster than just walking. Or not Guardian Angel, but Valkyrie. Guardian Angel is the jump. I meant Valkyrie. Valkyrie a little bit too early at a spawn, but also, you know, sometimes you have to do that in certain situations. But, like, when they got there, I would have maybe, like, ran to maybe, like, this point where this trash heap is, and then Valked, where it's a little bit closer, but I'm not actually exactly sure of where they were. Let me just go back, so I'm not criticizing being a dick or anything. I just want to see where they started it at, because I could be completely wrong. Yeah, they valved way too far, so by the time they get to point right here, they already used like half of their valve. And if the fight went on longer, that is a crucial amount of time that is kind of gone there. You still had another half going, but what I said, I would have maybe got a little bit halfway to point and then popped it, so you would have had a lot more time.
Ready for battle.
Let me set up a lot more. I'm using a lot of hand motions as I'm explaining everything, but I'm like very expressive when I speak.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Escort.
Start damage boosting that Cassidy. Echo's kind of being hammered by that ass shots right now. It's a good turn and good peel for like the peel for your DPS factor, especially when they're in the back line. That was a good kill on the rat. Make sure you maintain that damage boost. If Echo is asleep currently, it protecting your DPS is good. At the same time, it kept your DPS alive, which is good. You're actually making sure that you're supporting, actually making sure that your teammate stays active, especially your damage dealers, especially Echo, who was a heavy hitter, and that actually helped because that maintained the damage output. It brought down the heals a good amount, but the damage output stayed up and allowed you to actually win that fight. And Echo comes in to actually peel for Mercy there. So it was a worthwhile save to actually body block and keep her alive. Because then it forced Soldier to be out of position, not really be able to assist his team. As he had to reposition and be able to get a better shot as his team fell around him. Let the point go up a little bit more, and no, they're popping every ult right now, so it's good that you didn't pop Valk. I probably would have popped Valk there because Valk aggressive, but that was actually really good that you held that, especially when they started popping their ults and not like panic popping your ult, especially when you start hearing a bunch of ultimates go off. So that was really good because they used both their tank ults, which kept them trapped in and kind of made their teams like collapse in that fight as you lost way too many people. So that was really good at actually maintaining your ult and hesitating, not being and not panicking when a fight when everything started popping off. Drop down, continue doing that. Soldier's ult is up. Your team is wiped, so it's alright that you fell there. Not trying to continue to fight or escape. You could always try to escape, but at that point, like, there was no one really to jump to or any good places to actually be able to escape from. Soldier is being aggressive to you. You weren't able to actually see your tank, so you weren't able to jump. It's not your fault that you died there. It was just no vision or any jump points to actually jump to. Soldier is being a little menace, being in your background. You could have maybe not res that. You could have, Hanzo was about to revive and you guys are all at spawn, so you didn't really need to use res there unless you wanted your staff to go up with your res, but he was about to respawn and everyone was at spawn point, so you really didn't need to use it. But you know, it doesn't matter because the 30-second cooldown and it's already off cooldown at this point. The fight was over because you guys lost a good amount of people, so people had to respawn anyways, so it doesn't really matter that much. You have a junk and you have a Reaper, which are very close range and are not good for you guys to be able to win this. You have no jump points right now.
I need healing. Group up with me. I'm taking care of it. My ultimate is ready. You want it? Damage increase.
I feel like your team kind of fell apart as the picks are really not ideal, as you have a lot of close range characters that have to get up in your faces. Now you have a Pharaoh and there's two DP. There's two hit scans. This is not your fault. You should Bob would have probably been good to just let him kill you right here so you can regroup. Just run. No, don't push payload. You're staggering here. The fight was over, Lux. You have to dip.
Heroes never die.
You also didn't need to pop Valk there. Yeah, the fight was over. You should have maybe let Bob kill you so you were able to actually do a full regroup with your team. So everyone would have been together. But you also didn't need to pop your Valkyrie right there where it was not an ideal spot. And the fight didn't begin yet. So that was bad there. As if a fight ends, you should probably just let them kill you or try to escape. So you ended up staggering yourself hard, and Reinhardt had to risk a lot. What I said, you also have to kind of be in the air a little bit more. You're playing way too much onto the ground, where you're a little bit more of an easier target. Air, you're an easy target against good hit scans, but yeah, that was kind of bad. You should have let them get you. Right now, you're respawning. Can't really give much information until you get back to the front. Fight to the death. Blood for the blood god. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne. I don't know why I said that. That is not relevant in any type of way to the actual review. Bob is up. You have to switch between. Bob fucked y'all up. You might be able to win. You're down both. Oh, you're down 3. That's not good. You don't have res either. Res isn't up for another 4 seconds. Don't risk it for the biscuit. Maintain heals. Don't go for a res unless one of your tanks go down. You're doing a good job. You need to be super jumping a lot more, like I was saying before. You pop Valk, which is also the final fight. Back up a little bit. Stay on point. Good job. Yeah, you need to, what I said, you need to be doing a little bit of that jump. You're staying a little bit too close to the ground. You're down, your team might be able to clutch it. No. That's GG there. Oof.
Team victory.
But, so what you got to work on is trying to damage boost a lot more. I would say try to make sure you super jump and make sure you pay attention to your positioning as you're kind of standing directly behind the tanks, which, you know, you have a shield. They're doing their job. But like in certain areas, like where the bridge was, you should maybe try to utilize that a little bit more. Utilize your terrain to get into good positions where, in case they push, or like if Reinhardt got slept or anything and they wanted to shatter, that you have escape routes and other things that won't affect you. Make sure that you pay attention to regrouping, as if a fight's over and there's nobody nearby but you're kind of stuck there, maybe just let them kill you, especially like the Bob there. And you panic popped your ultimate after that, where the Reinhardt was and all that stuff. So that is stuff that you need to work on. So super jumping a little bit more. Positioning, like just better positioning in certain areas. Damage boost DPS. You're kind of hugging the tank a little bit too much. Jumping between targets is good. Make sure that you do that, but you need to once everyone's healed up, or you know, or like your other healer can maintain it, switch to damage boosting, especially like in certain areas where that echo was, that you should have switched to the echo to heal, or not heal but damage boost, and sat on them. Besides that, it was alright. Hopefully my review is valid and that it was good enough and it wasn't like twash. But hopefully I did good. And that's the end of the review.